Oh my goodness. Hopefully my good old people can hear me. Hopefully my good old people can hear me. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Let me just start sending things out because I know y'all are cursing me for filth. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me get everybody back because child, a time was almost had. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm dead wrong. I told everybody 6 o'clock, like I was going to be here on the nose and on the dot. And I here I go showing up late. So hold on, y'all. Let me get my people back. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But I'm excited. I'm excited because tonight is going to be a night. So give me 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 5 minutes to recruit my people, get them back. I feel bad because I know it's 13 minutes after and I said I would be on time. So let me get my folks back. Hold on 1 second. I know this is some BS, ladies and gentlemen. It says notifications. Okay, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, move. I don't care about that. Yes. Oh God, I know y'all cursing me for filth. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I had some technical difficulties and they was getting on my nerves now. Come on now. But y'all filter on in, filter in, because I have a surprise for y'all tonight. I have a surprise for y'all tonight, so I'm excited about the surprise. I'm excited about the surprise. Let's get it going because I know y'all like DJ. Now, what the hell you got going on? Um, it was a time, child. It was a time. I was fighting for my life over here because I'm doing something new today. I'm doing something new. I have some new things going on that I think you guys are gonna like. I made some improvements for 2024, so y'all wouldn't have to hear y'all mouth about, oh, DJ, we be wanting to converse, we be wanting to talk, but yee, yeah, yeah, yeah. Tonight we should be able to converse and talk. Tonight we should be able to converse and mother freaking talk about some things. And I'm excited to do so because it's going to be my first live for 2024. So no worries. I'm just getting everybody together, getting folks here. As you come into the building, let me minimize this so I can see you guys' comments. Hey, Yolinda. Hey, Pookie. I couldn't see you guys' comments. If you're here, make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're all in the building. And what I'm also going to do is, well, let's talk about, seriously, let me stop inviting people and let's talk about what's going on in a moment, right? Let's see how many people here. As soon as we get the sixth person, I'm going to talk about what we're going to do tonight because I am extremely excited about what's going to take place tonight. So do me a favor, hit me with a thumbs up if you guys can hear me and make sure you hit the like button. I hope your Sunday dinner is done. I hope you got your drinks because we're going to run our mouths today. We're going to run our freaking mouth today. Let me go oh, all day I've been sneezing. I don't feel sick, but like I have allergies or something. Who knows? We'll see. But today we're going to get into some things. So like Pookie said, please make sure you hit the like button. As you enter, please make sure you hit the like button because tonight is going down in the DM. Like I said, as soon as my sixth person into the building, we're going to talk about what's going on, and folks are letting me know they're on their way. Don't leave. Hi, Daya. Y'all gonna be hyped for what I got for y'all. Daya, I know you're gonna be hyped about this because you love to run that mouth. You're gonna be able to do so. So y'all gonna be hyped, right? Go find Sayudi so I could get my sixth person in here because we need to talk. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. What's up with this piece here right here? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. More importantly, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. This is my first live for the 2024. And let's get talking. Let's get talking. So the end of last year, right? I've been coming to you guys more often with like Dear DJs and trying to come more often with live and so on and so forth, right? And as I've been going through this whole content creator journey and so on and so forth, I started to realize more and more that, I love to create content. I love to run my damn mouth in front of this camera. And also, I like to create valuable content, right? So I said, you know what, Khadija, instead of using this just as an opportunity to just run your damn mouth, won't you really take it seriously and, do what you got to do to make this a real thing for you? So I'm like, okay, that sounds like something good. I don't know, God, y'all. I think I have allergies. I've been sneezing all day. But let's make this a real thing for you. Let's make this a real thing for you. And in doing so, you need to take content creating seriously because you love to do it. I really appreciate everybody that tuned into the Dear DJs. I love that for y'all. I appreciate it. I really, really, really love the fact that you guys give me your feedback. Sometimes you guys don't listen and you give it to me via text. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys watching and so on and so forth. So let me tell you what's going on. So last year, when I was talking to you guys about becoming serious about content creating and I was watching other content creators, I saw that it makes more fun to do this when it's interactive. And in the last couple of lives, it's only been interactive because you guys have been able to type in the chat, which I love, right? But when I'm discussing topics and you type it in the chat, it takes me a while to get to the actual chat, or sometimes we on something else and I forgot to read it, so on and so forth, right? So when I watch other content creators, I saw that they had this thing where folks could kind of log in, call in, or whatever the case may be, and you guys can talk about the topics together. Right. So I'm like, wow, okay, I like that. And one content creator, I really, really like his YouTube channel. His name is Andrew Gabor. You guys check him out. I had actually called into his one time and I had so much fun speaking my piece on it. It was just a good time. A good time was had by all. So I said I wanted to create the space for you guys to do the same because I know we can talk in the chat and yada, yada, yada. But I feel like it would be more fun and more interactive if you guys were able to have some dialogue actually on the live with me so we can hear your feedback as opposed to you typing in the chat. Because sometimes also I realize when you type it in the chat, it's like, okay, it's taking too long for you to realize, to get to the point of what I said. I forgot what I was talking about. But if you're here live and you're able to say it, that makes things much better. Right? Okay. So now let me start with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of the topics that we have on the docket today. And after I go through the topics, I'm going to drop a link. When I drop this link in the chat, you guys click on the link. It's a StreamYard link. So what happens with that link is when you click on it, it's going to ask you, do you want to enter the chat from your YouTube, yada, yada, yada. You accept everything they ask you. Again, this is free, so you're not paying anything. Your phone is not going to get hacked. Your YouTube is not going to get hacked. But after you do everything that they tell you to do, you will appear here on screen with me. You could turn your camera off if you want to, but I'll be able to hear you and we can have some dialogue about the topics that I talked about today. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about that because I know that sometimes, even like case in point, I have my coworker here on the line, Olinda. She would have dialogue with me tomorrow, or if we had work tomorrow, Tuesday, about what we talked about on the live, because maybe she didn't feel like typing all that in the chat. But if she can actually chime in here right on the live and we can have that discussion in front of everybody and get feedback from other folks, I think that would be more fun. Don't you? So, in any event, that's what we got going on tonight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the topics that y'all seen on the docket, let y'all know what I know and how I feel, and then I'm going to drop the link. You click on the link and you call in and say, hey, listen, this is what's up next, and this is how I feel, and I don't think it should have went like that, and whatever the case may be. Right? So let me, you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go live from my YouTube channel. From my Instagram, and let folks know, hey, this is where I am, so on and so forth. Why my front camera always looks so crazy? Go get your people. Go get your people because folks are going to have feedback. So go get your people. Let me just let my Facebook family know. Log on to my YouTube channel so they can see what's going on. I'm going to give it one more go ahead, right? Daya, I know you're gonna go crazy over this. We have no Krishan. So hey, my Facebook family. So you guys are seeing me right now. If you're seeing me right now, that means that you know I'm live. I'm live on my YouTube channel. So I want you guys to come over there and participate in the live because we get ready to get into some things today. I won't be here on Facebook, but we are. I have a question. Right, let's get started. I have a question, and I posed this question on my YouTube channel. So if you guys go to the community tab, you'll see there's a poll. And in the poll, it says, and you can answer this if you're a Baddies East watcher. If you watch the Zeus Network, I know it's ghetto. I can't help it. I almost stopped watching last week. We'll see what the future holds for this week. But if you are a Zeus Network watcher and you're watching Baddies East, then I want to know if you feel like what's her name? Smiley. Did Smiley really have a seizure? Did Smiley really have a seizure? Did Smiley really have a seizure? Because I saw a lot of people going back and forth about if that really took place. Again, I'm going to ask, and you guys can go on my YouTube channel and hit the community tab and answer the poll to let me know if you guys feel like Smiley really had a seizure. I'm also going to talk about some of the Baddies Eat stuff in one of my future videos. I'm not going to discuss it here because, I mean, it's just too long of a video to have to make and too much that I have to do. All right, so let me just say you have the community tab. You can go and do so there, right? Facebook, I'm leaving. So won't you come on over to my YouTube channel? And I want you guys to participate on my YouTube channel in the live stream because we're going to have some open dialogue about some things that's on the docket today. So let's see what I want to start off with first. I had so many things on the docket. Let's start off with the new year. Let's start off with the new year. We are going into new year. Since we've been in the new year, that there has been some bad news from some of my people that I know. So I just want to wish everybody some strength and some courage to get through some of the things that may be taking place right now in their life. You know, I know the saying, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. My prayer is that whatever you are growing through, God gets you through and you're able to come out on the other side. You know, I know that within the last week, I've seen 3 people post that they've had a death in the family. You know, and sometimes it's the matriarch of the family, sometimes it's the patriarch of the family, sometimes I've seen it's someone's child. You know, I've seen folks die of illnesses, I've seen folks be murdered, and this is all within the last 2 weeks since the new year came in. So like I said, I just want everybody to know I'm sending my love and I'm sending my strength and courage their way, and definitely my condolences, and hoping that you can stay strong through the battle, because whenever you encounter these type of things, it takes a lot out of you, and it's definitely hard when it's the beginning of the year. Okay. So Facebook, you guys come on over to my live on YouTube. Okay, let's get out of there. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just catching everyone up so they can know where to find me, because folks are saying, DJ, where are you? And I'm like, I'm right here on freaking YouTube. So let's check and see what I had on the docket, because we've been on almost 15 minutes. So let's check and see what I had on the docket. Do you guys know who Zonnique is? Hi, Star Asia. Do you guys know who Zonnique is? Zonnique is the stepdaughter of Tip, but the biological daughter of Tiny. Do you guys know who that is? Anyway, Zonnique, if you're a little younger, they were in a group, her, Ray, Janae, and all these other people. I can't remember what was the name of the group, but they had a group, and she is Tiny's oldest daughter. Very beautiful girl. I like Zonnique. I like Zonnique a lot, right? And I know in the recent years, Zonnique had a baby, right? And she had a baby by Bedwetter Johnny. I don't know this guy name. He just irritated me. But anyway, Zonnique had a baby with this guy, right? And when it came out that she was pregnant and she was having a baby, yada yada yada, it was like, okay, girl, good for you, happy for you, hope everything works out. So now when she shares that she's having a baby, she had the baby, they're allegedly supposed to be a couple, so on and so forth. I never see them be a couple. I just know next thing you know, they're over after she has the baby, right? So I'm like, wow. Hi, my IG family. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. But anywho, So now she has the baby and him and her break up. And apparently he's somebody. He's a rapper. I mean, I guess. I don't know his music. In my opinion, Zonnique, when it picked up fucking stray, I don't know who you are. I didn't have you to think about, but whatever. Let's rock and roll, right? So now it's coming out. He have a whole crew of his name. I think it's Bed Pumper. I don't know the fucking name. But anyway, he have a crew and they all rap and so on and so forth. Anywho, they was together and now to my knowledge, they're broken up. Okay, fine, no problem. Everybody, including self, is getting that YouTube money. Hey, Nicole. Nicole, come on over to my YouTube channel. I'm not going to be here long. Corey, come on over to the YouTube channel. I'm not going to be here long. We are live right now on my YouTube channel. Click the link in my bio and come on over there. I need y'all input on these topics. Anyway, she is they are broken up and everybody is once again trying to get this YouTube money. So Zonnique and her baby father headed to YouTube to make a video, I guess just basically talking about, their relationship and trials and tribulations they've been through. And I mean, just asking plain regular questions, right? Okay. So let me just give you guys a little bit of Zonnique's personality. Zonnique is very humble. She's very sweet. She's very nice to the public, right? Most of the times when you see her out of character is really because she's defending what people are saying about Tiny. Other than that, Zonnique is a very, very humble and nice person. Even recently, her baby, somebody had her baby, a cousin or something like that, and they were on a flight. And it was this girl who's a rapper, plus size rapper. Zonnique's baby was crying on a flight, and a plus size girl was popping junk. Okay, Daya, I'm happy you seen it. That means you're going to want to talk about it. Stay. Hey, that means that Corey and Nicole must have came over here because I see more people added to the live. All right. So anywho, the girl, the plus size rapper, was talking about Zonnique baby like a dog, like them bastard kids need to shut up. And Zonnique is so nice that she couldn't even be mean about that to the girl. Hi, Nicole. Stay here because I want you to chime in on these topics. And so when I seen that, I'm like, no, Zonnique is really, really, really just a nice person. Nice person. Like my Pookie said, hit the like button, Nicole. Just a nice person, right? Anyway, Daya, you seen it. Her and her baby father did the YouTube video, right? So in the video, they took questions from fans, right? And in taking questions from the fans, they was like, we're going to answer some of the questions here on live. First of all, it kind of seemed a little impromptu because it was in their house. The daughter was right there. It didn't seem like they kind of set this up to do it. It seemed like, let's go live, boom, and get this done. So I was like, okay, all right. And I'm saying that to preface it with maybe he just wasn't prepared to answer those questions. I don't know, because he got on my nerves to the final fucking power, right? So anywho, some of the questions was things like, would he be interested in marrying Zonnique? Does he see a future with Zonnique? And this motherfucking no frill, no name, corny ass motherfucker was up there saying some of the worst freaking answers. Like, case in point, when they asked him, they was like, oh, did you ever think of, no, she was like, at what point did you feel like you wanted to marry Zonnique? And he was like, who said I wanted to marry you? I never said that. And you could see on her face, like, she had like the dumb face and she was trying to like cover up, what he said, right? So she was like, stop playing. This is how he kids you guys. And tell the truth, be honest. And he was like, I'm being honest. Whoever said I want to marry you? Like, what are you talking about? Who said I thought you was the one? And I was looking at him and I'm looking at her. And in those moments, I just was like, wow, this is sad. This is sad. This is sad. It brought me back to in a recent interview, she shared that when she was younger, her grandmother raised her. And not because Tiny was a bad mother, but Tiny, traveled a lot with Tip. So because of that, she was raised by her grandmother. Right. And again, the grandmother seemed like a very lovely lady. I like Tiny mother. She's very, very nice. Right. But I don't know if she had the wherewithal to raise that next generation and to instill in them the things that they need. And seeing the way that Zonnique was letting this motherfucker disrespect her on that live irritated me bad. It irritated me bad because it also brought me to, just some of the ways that I view Tiny. And I don't necessarily feel like Tip goes out of his way to disrespect Tiny, but I think because of their relationship, she's put in a lot of predicaments where she has to defend him and defend them and defend their character because of what he's into. And I'm looking at Zonnique like, you don't realize in this moment you're being disrespected, because she kept saying things like, stop playing, and you guys, this is the way he likes the kid, and he doesn't mean that. And I'm looking at Zonnique. If that would have been Miss Penny, she would have dialed right on the phone. Hello? Yeah, take this phone call in the room, please. What the fuck? She would have been cursing me. Are you serious right now? No. He's talking crazy, and you there defending that bullshit. Why he's just kidding. It don't look like he kidding to me. And even if he is, bitch, you kid with somebody. Girl, he had me hot. He had me triple OG hot, because not only was he doing that, he's doing it in the door that's sitting right there. So that's another thing. Another thing I don't think people realize is that your social media publicity and all the things you put out on social media is a staple and a paw print to the world. So years, and unless you're Beyonce and you could get things erased, but we'll talk about that. Unless you're her, years and decades and centuries from now, your children are going to be able to go back and watch this stuff. And I don't know how I would feel watching my mother defend my father while he disrespects her. So that got on my motherfucking nerves to the 10th power. I was like, and then I also didn't like, I would get if I felt like she was defending him. And that irritated me, because I'm like, let him clean up his own bullshit. Like, let him say, I didn't mean for it to come out like that. Or wait a minute, let me change that. Or, whatever the case may be. He stood 10 toes down to his. He doubled down like, no, I said what I said. I meant what I meant. And she's like, whatever. Like, even to the point where he was trying to make it seem like she wanted to give him some skins the first night. And she was kind of trying to say to him, like, no, but in so many words, stop saying that. And he kept like, please, you wanted to give it to me. I had to deny you and decline you. And so what you want these people to think about me? Like, he just irritated me bad, but I'm not going to lie. A part of me felt sad for her, because I was like, do you feel like you need to defend him? That's not the way things work. But according to her, she put out a tweet after the fact, and she was like, oh, y'all worried about that, and I'm not even into him. I'm into girls and all this nonsense. And he had the nerve to say after that, he put up a picture of her and said, my Coretta. Now, y'all know that I dragged the dog fuck out of Jonathan Majors before. I'm not even going to go back into that. But that's the new thing. They said this is the Jonathan Majors weekend right here. They took it away from MLK. That's your Coretta. Zonnique, baby father, shut the fuck up. And Zonnique, come baby. Because you might be a little bit young, and you might be a little wet behind the ears, and Granny probably couldn't give you what you needed, and Mama Love was on the road with Tip getting what she needed. So let me give it to you plain and raw, so you will forever motherfucking have it, right? Nobody gets to play in your face. I don't care how many kids you got with them. I don't care what they into. I don't care how much you like them. I don't fuck about none of that. Once somebody is trying to publicly embarrass you to make themselves look better, they don't care about you. Can I say that he don't love you? I mean, I can't necessarily say that, because at the end of the day, y'all have a baby together. Maybe he does have some form of love for you, but he has no respect for you, and he does not care about you. And because of that, he don't need to be your motherfucking man. Y'all have a baby together. That's it. That is it. And if y'all did this for the controversy of making headlines and all that, why at the expense of you? Why at the expense of you? Why y'all couldn't make headlines and all that at the expense of him? But what the hell is that? So at the end of the day, all of that, letting them drag you and treat you bad and, to save face. And we're not doing that for the 2024. We're not sorry for 2024. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. All this talking crazy, acting crazy, moving crazy on your spouses, that's getting checked and that's getting stopped immediately. Or like, I didn't want to go there because no, but they went there. And those behaviors will continue if you don't check that at the door. And see, Tiny, Let me call you to the front of the congregation, Tiny. Let me call you to the front of the congregation, because I get that you and Tip like to put y'all nipple and y'all toe and on people clits and all that. That don't have nothing to do. But at the same time, you need to be raising them kids, and you definitely need to be checking in with your daughters. She is a new mom and she needs guidance. Now, you was not there to give her number 4 because you was out on the road with Tip. Tip ain't on the road. Tip ain't putting on no music. He ain't on the road. Y'all are home. Y'all are home. So the moment that they went live and you saw him doing that nut shit, you should have got her clean on the line. Hey, girl, go to the back and take this call, because I don't want the public to hear me cursing you out for the shit that you're allowing to go on right now live in front of your daughter. So that irritated me. That irritated me bad. I was like, no. But a part of me, does keep in mind that she is young. She is young. She's a new mom. Things take time to get acclimated with. So I'm like, okay, girl. Okay, we're gonna let you slide with this one, but girl, don't try that again. Don't try that again. Okay. So now let me see what we got going on here in the chat. They said Pookie is not playing. He is making sure that folks are liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Yes, Pookie, you know how to get me going. Boom. He really embarrassed her, like for real, whether it was a joke or not. I agree. I think he sent one of his BMs to ask those questions. Yeah, because I saw it a lot. Girl, oh my God. He said, I got 4 kids. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Daya, that could have happened. And she also said he was prepared. If you ask me, he wanted out. Wow, that's how you tell me you want out, bro. And Star said she was very timid and passive. Yes, and it made me sad because it made me feel like he knew that and he wanted to continue embarrassing her. And I'm like, bro, what you getting out of this with your corny ass? And then I did see somebody else say, well, oh, he just lost a sibling, so he's probably the girl, girl. And he about to lose his life as well, because listen. When you picking and choosing who face you want playing, please be clear that I'm not one of those people that should be a choice. That's it, and that's all. I have your motherfucking daughter. I used to suck your motherfucking dick if I'm not still sucking it. So anytime you pick and choose, find one of your ops to play with. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. So Nicole said, I didn't see or hear, but from this, it's just a young mind and lack thereof knowledge and experience. I can agree. And that's why I say, I was looking at Tiny like, mommy, you're not on the road no more. Come back and parent. She still needs you. She still needs you. And I don't think people understand that. Even that I'll be 42 years old in a couple of weeks, and I've never parented. So when I become a new mom, I'm going to need my mom for that phase of my life. So Tiny, I understand that you couldn't be there before because you was living your life. Hey, now come on back and live real life, which is you still have children to raise. Okay. And like Nicole said, imagine what happens behind closed doors. It was given insecurities, and it was, it was given you're not strong, and no, we're not doing a sorry for 2024. That's it. We're not playing with these things. They're not gonna play with us, and vice versa. Okay, who else we have on the docket? Remember, you guys don't leave, because I'm going to drop the link so you can call in. It's going to be lit. Do not leave, okay? All right, let's move on to, I heard that since we was talking about baddies earlier, I heard that Joseline is leaving the Zeus network. I don't know if you guys even watch Zeus. I know that some folks is like, listen, Khadijah, I can go to the trenches, but not that far. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen Joseline's Cabaret until this last season that went off, and I can't lie, y'all. It's my guilty pleasure. I do not want to watch Joseline. I do not want to watch Joseline. I do not want to watch Joseline's Cabaret, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I watched it this last season, and when I tell y'all, I was screaming. I mean, screaming. And I don't want to laugh. I do not want to laugh, because Joseline needs to really stop. Stop, Joseline. but Joseline can't help herself. Anywho, I've never seen a cabaret before that, but word on the curb is she went to smoke with Natalie Nunn, and when they were recording, Baddies did a collaboration with Nick Cannon for Wildin' Out. So it was like a Wildin' Out versus Baddies type of thing. And they said, I guess that Joseline showed up there and she wanted to smoke with Natalie Nunn. And if you guys know anything about Natalie Nunn, she's the cash cow for Zeus. So they said, if you think you're going to have smoke with the hoe that makes us money, that's not happening. So from what I heard, Joseline got kicked out of the Zeus network. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if that's going to benefit Joseline, but I also know that they are coming out with a lot of different streaming networks. So folks can get on other streaming networks and, you know, put their shows out and let it make the streaming network money. Because I'm not going to lie, that was my first time watching the cabaret, but the cabaret has made Zeus network money. It has, because all before that, folks were definitely talking about Joseline's cabaret. Okay, so I don't know if she's going, if she's coming back. I don't know if I can endure another season of the cabaret, but I enjoyed the season that I did watch because Joseline is absolutely nuts. So we gonna see if that's going on, you know. All right, moving forward. Do you guys watch Married to Medicine, which is airing tonight, which I was trying to make sure I went live a good time today because I wanted to know, do you guys watch Married to Medicine? If you don't, after this video, go back and watch my Married to Medicine character assessment video, because then you will know who some of the characters are and what they have going on. Unless you're under a rock, you should be watching Married to Medicine. They got all the drama going on with Quad and Sweet Tea and all of these people. So let me know in the chat. Do you guys watch Married to Medicine? Star, do you watch it? Nicole, do you watch it? Olinda, child, you were supposed to have been watching and dropped off the face of the earth. So I don't know. Anyway, the reason why I'm asking, Nicole, you don't watch TV? Okay, girl. You know what they say? They say millionaires don't. Nicole, they say millionaires don't, so that might not be a bad thing. Corey, okay, my boy Corey is watching, so now we can have some discussion about it, right? So on the show, there's Sweet Tea and there's Quad, right? You know them people, Corey, right? So Sweet Tea is Quad's quote-unquote replacement. Sweet Tea is married to Quad's ex-husband, Greg. Okay, and she's trying to, you know, get her foot on solid ground and so on and so forth on the show. The issue is that Quad is more of a fan favorite, not just because she's a better person or anything, but folks don't know Sweet Tea. She just got there. So they looking like, who this new hoe? You know, people, you know, the devil they know. People don't want to get to know nobody new. So now they peeking at Sweet Tea. So Sweet Tea is trying to fit in a friend group. If you guys go get a, like I said, take a look at my character assessment for those other folks, for Married to Medicine, Sweet Tea is nice, but she does seem very immature for this group and too kind of goofy and Southern. But I do love the fact that she's showing up with her genuine self on screen. And I also think with some polishing and a little bit more seasons, she could get with the shit. She's just new to reality TV. Anyway, she's there with Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly gets on my motherfucking nerves so fucking bad. But I have a love-hate relationship with Dr. Heavenly. She's also a person who is excellent for reality TV. I'm sorry to say she is excellent for reality TV. So she's needed on the show, even though she's a fucked up person. Anywho, last week on Phaedra's Live, they went toe-to-toe, neck to neck, ear to ear, ass to ass. The reason why I bring this up is because I want to ask you guys who went too far. So during the argument, Sweet Tea is dealing with some fertility issues, right? And during the argument, Sweet Tea said to Heavenly that her mother is roasting in hell or burning in hell or something like that because Heavenly's mother passed away. And Heavenly said back, well, that's okay, bitch, because even roasting and burning, she would be able to get pregnant before you infertile bitch. So I want you guys to let me know. And I know there is a number of folks here on this live who has lost a parent, right? There's also folks that I know, I don't necessarily know if they're on this live, but I do know other women who have dealt with fertility issues. Those both were very nasty things to say, but I want to know from the chat, who do you feel went lower? Right? Who do you feel went lower? Because I mean, I can give my opinion, but I want to hear from you guys first. Who do you feel like? And you know what other situation I like into this? I also like in the Erica Mena and the Spice situation to this as well. Is like, who do you feel like went lower as we're slinging the mud? Right? Because I know some people, and Pookie said it right here, which is one of my famous sayings, where you pinch the tent is where we'll have the circus. So shout out Miss Shirley. I got that saying from her, which means that, once you get it going, I'm going to end it. Right? That's some people's mindset, right? Then also that could be some people's mindset in certain situations, right? Then you have some people who kind of feel like, no, you never go X amount of levels low, right? And then you have some other people that feel like, listen, you go low, I'm going to hell. Right? So I would love to hear from the chat, right? What is your feeling about going to hell, if that's something you do? Does it benefit you? Has it cost you? Let me just hit. Corey said she should have never brought up her mother, honestly. That opened up everything. We put it all on the table at that point, which, like I said, she did say Heavenly's mother was like something like rotting in hell or roasting in hell or something pertaining to her being dead, which in turn made Heavenly go where she needed to go. And my question, not my question, but what I seen too was, because I feel like Sweet Tea might be a little immature, I think she was holding on to all of the things that Heavenly has ever said and was waiting for a moment. What I also noticed about Sweet Tea is that a lot of her moments are had when they are not face to face. Because whenever they're face to face, she get a little loud, Heavenly get louder, and then they find some resolve. Whenever they're like on camera with each other or from a distance with each other, you see Sweet Tea get more turned up and more lit. So reserve some of your commentary because, again, like I said, I'm going to drop the link so you guys can call in and I can hear what you have to say face to face, toe to toe, nail to nail. One of the other things that I wanted to bring up was Dior and the dad and the whole sexual assault charge and so on and so forth. Again, most of you folks might not know who Dior is. Dior is Jada Waiter's good friend, and she also was who was screwing Future. She also was who was on The Impact. Right? I personally like the Impact show. It was cool. It's called The Impact Atlanta. They have The Impact New York coming. We got to tune in. They have The Impact New York coming. If you are like 105 and you feel like this type of stuff is too immature for you, I get it, because this is a show that consists of young people, so it may not interest more older folks. I stay with my ear to the streets regarding young people because I work in a high school. So I always need to know what's going on so I can know how to service the people that I work with. So a lot of the young shows I will watch so I can, know what's going on. And The Impact was one of them. In any event, Dior was up there. Her dad was up there. And she talked about how close they were and how he's always take excellent care of her. And he did come across on the show as a very loving and protective and supportive dad. I love that for him. I love that for her. What I did not love was that one of the women that he was screwing, he sexually assaulted, allegedly, her daughter. So I read the story. The story read that the mother was less fortunate and said she fell on hard times, and he provided the mother with a place to stay. What happened was, I guess at some point they had a falling out or they were breaking up, and she had concluded that she wanted to move out. And she left her children in that household that he provided them with, and she went somewhere to a funeral or something like that. And she called it to her children she was coming to get them, and she didn't come and get them till the next day. And he got there before her, and he sexually assaulted, allegedly, her daughter. What I didn't understand is in the article, she was saying things like he got to her before I did. So my question is, did you expect that he was trying something inappropriate prior to this moment? And if you did, why did you leave your kids there? So I was a little confused about that. Another piece was that I didn't really hear how connected you guys were to automatically move your young people in a household with him. Like she didn't say in the article, oh, we had dated for some time, or he was staying over my house a couple of nights and downside to go live with him. Like I didn't get any of that. It almost looked like, oh, he has money, so let me just get in here with him. But I'm in here with him, but I don't really trust him. So why are you leaving your children there with him? But what's even more sad about this situation is that they definitely could prove that he had done something, because when the accusation was made, she called the cops. The cops came, they did the whole investigation, and then afterwards they arrested him. So if they did their investigation and arrested you, that means they was able to prove something in their investigation. And that really irritated me, because on the Impact show, when he talked about his own daughter, he even threw a couple of darts at Future. And the reason why he threw those darts is because he was trying to say, basically like, I'll protect my daughter at all costs from anybody. So you mean to tell me that you're willing to go above and beyond for yours, but put somebody else's in danger? How fucking dare you? How dare you? So I thought that was very nasty and very disgusting that he would do that, if he did, allegedly. But on top of that, try to act like, but it can't be yours, so it could be everyone else's. So I thought that was very nasty, but that's what's in the headlines. So, okay, we'll see what's going on. Also, shout out to DDG and Hallie on the birth of Halo. I guess, I don't know. You parents in the chat could let me know about the whole, hiding of the child, and what's the purpose in hiding of the pregnancy, and the purpose in doing so, and so on and so forth. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's the importance of doing it, but I know that folks do it. And I don't want to take away from the fact that, maybe it's done as a symbol of importance. I don't know. I just know that, it's not something that makes any sense to me. Okay, before I drop the link in the chat so we could talk about all the things I talked about here, I have one more thing. But before I do that, make sure you guys head over to my YouTube channel and hit the community tab so you can answer to the poll of if Smiley on Baddies East had a seizure or not. Do you think that was real? Do you think she was pump faking? I don't know. In any event, make sure you go and vote so I can know. Last but not least, if you are here, I want you to put a thumbs up in the chat if you are familiar with the show TGIF on Fox Soul with Claudia, Funky Dineva, and Al Reynolds. If you have ever watched that show, put the thumbs up. Can I put the thumbs up? Because I've watched. Let me see if I can put the thumbs up in the chat. Because I have watched TGIF. You go put your own thumbs up, Khadija. You're mad whack for that. Okay, Corey has watched. Khadija has watched. Okay, only me and Corey watch TGIF? Y'all mad corny for that. Let's talk about TGIF. So, TGIF is basically it's pretty much what I do. They discuss hot topics and they give their feedback on the hot topics on their show, which is called TGIF. The three people on the show is Claudia Jordan, Al Reynolds, and Funky Dineva. I am a Funky Dineva fan. I watched his YouTube channel before he got on there. That's how I got to watching him on TGIF. I knew who Claudia Jordan was because she had played one season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I liked who she was on there. But when I saw that Funky Dineva was going to be on TGIF, I wanted to tune in because really and truly, he is how I started my YouTube journey. He is probably the Beyonce of YouTube in the genre that we are in, like the gossip space. Like he is one of the people that, has really taken YouTube to another level with his content creating. Like you aspire to be Funky Daniva and make the money he makes from doing what we do, right? So I love him. Not to mention his content and my Pookie is who got me through the pandemic. Like I used to walk 17,000 steps a day just listening to his content, right? I love Funky Daniva. Now, what I will say, let's see what Star said. She said, Jay said your live sound professional. It made me walk over to the screen to see who it was. He said, do that shit, DJ. Hey, Jay! Thank you. Thank you, Jay. That made me feel so good. Thank you so much. So I love Funky Daniva, right? But let me tell you some things about Funky, right? Funky and I don't want to say this is my opinion though, right? Because it's what I observe, right? Funky did not have the best relationship with his mom. So he, in my opinion, has I don't want to say a disdain or a hate towards Black women. I don't want to say it's that. What I will say is he is sensitive. He is sensitive to issues with women. That's what I feel. I feel like because of his relationship with his mom, which he has shared many of times on his YouTube channel, he can be very sensitive to issues with women. Right. So I noticed that from what he shared on his YouTube, anytime that he has an issue with a woman, it's a really big deal for him. And in the space that he sits in, he does more commentary on Black women. So that's who you see him have the issues with. I don't think it's just Black women. I think it's any woman. But because of the space he sits in, which is the gossip space on YouTube, you more see him interact with Black women and discuss Black women. Right. So, like I said, it's been times that he's given his feedback regarding a woman on a situation, and it's been so harsh that I physically had to cringe. Like, wow, that was not nice, right? And you know, me personally, like I told you guys, I have a sensitivity towards words, right? When you speak really harshly to me, or I observe you speak really harshly to somebody else, it does something to me because I'm a words hurt person. That's just who I am, right? So, whenever he would do that, it would be like, it makes me cringe. But at the end of the day, that does not take away from he is talented as fuck. His content is good as fuck. He's extremely intelligent. And I love watching him, except for when that happens, right? But when he can be unbiased and give his intelligent and intellectual opinion about a situation, I love him to death, which he can do more times than not, right? Okay. Anyway, on TGIF with Claudia there, she's a Black woman. I used to see with them that they would have, because for her, she has a sensitivity surrounding men. And in my opinion, I just feel like she has daddy issues, which she has expressed. And because of that, she can be very, very harsh when it comes to men. And I think because she didn't feel protected by her own dad, anytime that she encounters a male that she has some form of some form of negative banter with, it automatically makes her angry, upset, frustrated, and she goes all the way with it because you represent what I never had, a man to protect me. And right now in this moment, I feel like I'm not being protected. So for her, she gets upset when it comes to males and having to have adverse conversations. I saw that from when they first started taping the show. And I was looking like, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. This is not going to work. Number one, it's not going to work because who she is and who he is, they both have issues with, number one. Number two, Funky comes from his own platform where he has made an abundance of money and he has been very successful. To be on another platform where he has to conform to some rules and regulations, that's going to present an issue for him. That's going to present an issue for him. And speaking about that, I want to say something about this that happened personally that I just witnessed the other day at my job, right? I think folks who are used to being supervisors and bosses, they really struggle when they have to get in an employee or staff member position, right? Because I'm used to running things and I'm used to doing things my way, that I always want to run things and I always want things done my way. And no matter how logically they try to explain what they want done, they cannot fathom the fact that that might not happen because you don't run this, you know, and that's because they're so used to running things. I tell everybody, I am excellent at leading and I'm excellent at playing on the team. That's one thing I can do, right? Because if you just tell me my position and I can play it. So if you telling me, listen, the position here is you're the Indian and I'm the chief. Okay, are you sure that's my position? Okay, and now you're the Indian, I'm the chief. Okay, so now I'm chiefing to the ground. I'm chiefing to the ground, okay? Because that's what you told me my position is. Now, if you come and you tell me, hey, we're gonna get something going and you're going to be the Indian. Okay, no problem. I'm Indian to the ground. I'm Indian to the ground. Unless I see a situation that's gonna be a detriment to you as the chief, I would tap you. Hey, chief, it looked like that's gonna go left, but I'm just putting you on because that might jeopardize the whole team. But you make the final decision, okay? Okay. But I know how to do both. So for me, that doesn't present an issue. I saw with Funky when they started having to censor him and the things that he can say and do on that network, that was going to present a problem because he's been on his own platform saying and doing what he wanted for all these years. He even said that's why he left corporate America. That's why he left corporate America, because I want to say and do what I want and be a lazy white woman, and being in them confines and having to conform to what they wanted, I couldn't get information with that. So anyway, I'm watching them and it would be some very heated conversations and they would just try to laugh it over like they were joking. But I knew that shit was going to eventually hit the fan. I knew it was. I knew that it was. And I just mind my business and continue to watch because, again, I did like the banter between them. I did like the topics they discussed. And I loved hearing all of the different positions that each of them played, right? Al included. So anywho, long story short, a couple of months ago, Hallie, who had the baby. Hallie is pregnant. They trying to hide it. In the process of them trying to hide it, Chloe tried to take up for her, and Funky, for lack of a better term, attacked Chloe. The reason why I call it an attack is because the way that he spoke about her was very nasty when she didn't really do anything, and definitely she didn't do anything to him. And I'm not gonna lie, had I been her, I would have felt attacked. If I'm saying something in general that you do not like, number one, you don't have to like it. And number two, I'm not motherfucking talking to you. So the moment that you take what I'm saying personal and dive on me with all of these disrespectful comments and slander and slurs towards me, I'm going to feel attacked. What the fuck? What else could it be? So in my opinion, he attacked the poor girl. Anywho, he cursed her out. Everybody was like, wow, you went too far, bro. You went too far. Now, remember, on his platform, he can do so. Fox Soul was like, hi, that's not nice. You need to retract that and you need to apologize because the things that you're doing is a reflection on this network and we're not having that. Now, he came up and he apologized. And this is what I'll say about the apology. The apology was I'm not going to say it wasn't sincere, because I think when he listened back himself, he did feel like, wow, I did go in, right? Which he can do to women because that's what he's used to. So I do think that he sincerely meant his apology. What I think that he did not like was the fact that y'all motherfuckers think y'all got so much control of me that y'all could tell me what to do. Oh no. And that showed up in his apology because he said things like, well, y'all know that when you work for a company, HR is going to call you, basically saying like, these motherfuckers, they think they got some control over me. So I'm going to just say this because of what they want me to do, and I don't think that he did mean his apology. I think that he just didn't like the fact that he was being made to apologize when he's so used to doing things on his own because he's so used to being on his own platform. Anyway, fast forward. From then, I think they was off his ass. But there was nothing they could do. We all in contract. We all working. And not to mention, at the end of the day, Funky is the show. Funky is the show. Whether they want to admit it or not, oh, my light went out. Funky is the show. Okay? So they knew that they couldn't really do anything. So they kept him. Long story shorter, he announced that January 1st of this year, he would no longer be on the show. Right? Now, this is what I did. I went, as soon as he announced that, I went to all of their pages. Well, I went to both of their pages, Funky page and Claudia page. And what I saw was they didn't follow each other, right? But meanwhile, they sitting up there telling you, oh no, we just made a friendly departure. It's no shade towards him. We want Funky back whenever he's ready to come back. Oh, Claudia and Al, I love you guys. It's been a great experience. Fuck, so thank you so much. I'm like, I don't buy that shit. Sure as my name is Khadija, not even a full week out the beef started, right? So Claudia is a piece of work, right? Claudia is nice. Claudia is sweet, but Claudia is also very mean and vindictive and malicious when she's angry. And I feel like she can get triggered very easily, right? So I feel like because she has her hands in almost everything at Foxhole, she's making a lot of money with that network, and she knows that Funky was the show. So I feel like once she saw that Funky decided not to come back, in her mind, he said, now, I want to say something about those thoughts, which is Claudia, if you're listening, my dear, you need Operation Hill 100 Hearts. Because what I feel like is you took it personal because once again, you were abandoned by a man. And that's what you're used to from your own father, which is why you took it personal. And then you taking it personal, you did something very mean, which was get somebody on the show to replace Funky, who you knew Funky had smoke with. You did that purposely and maliciously. And you tried to act as though that wasn't it, but that was. Right? So after you did so purposely and maliciously, you then tried to pretend like I didn't do anything because you knew that that would trigger Funky and you knew that you would get a reaction out of him. And getting that reaction out of him would do something for Foxo and you. Anywho, when it did something for you, they got Flame Monroe up there. I don't know if you guys know who Flame Monroe is. Flame Monroe is a comedian who is transgender. He's a man who portrays that he's a woman, but I don't think he's actually had the sex change, right? So I want to say he's transsexual, not gender yet. Right. So in any event, Flame is not for play. He not for play. He put on his wigs and he put on his bras, but Flame will let you know, I would take all the shit off and get with you in 2.2. Funky want to get with the ladies. Funky don't want to get with the guys. So what ended up happening was Flame got on the show and Funky didn't appreciate that, but he knew that Claudia did that purposely. So he had smoke for Claudia. So instead of him going up there and saying he had smoke for Claudia, he went on his show and was popping junk, went live the same time they did, got more numbers than them, yada, yada, yada. Like I said, Funky is the Beyonce of YouTube, right? And in the genre that we're in with the gossips network, right? So anyway, Flame was doing an interview with Tasha K. Tasha K answers the chat. Now, y'all know Tasha K because that's the Cardi suit. She owes Cardi $4 million, blah, 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 blah. I can't stand Tasha K, but okay, Tasha K entered the chat. Tasha K entered the chat because she was having an interview with Flame Monroe, and she felt like for the culture, she should get Flame Monroe and Funky to speak because they had beef for so long. She tried to gas Funky up to do it. Funky said, I'm not doing that bullshit. Then he finally said, okay, I'll do it. When he got on the line, Tasha was like, well, let me record it for the culture. I'm not recording nothing. It's what Funky said. Flame said, well, you do it. You're speaking on live any other time. Why you can't speak that shit on live in my face now? Funky banged it. Bam. Funky, I don't want to say you ain't want no smoke with Flame, but that's how it looked to me, right? Once he banged it, he told Flame, this ain't about you, this about Claudia, and Tasha, I'm cutting you off, right? So he was done with him. Flame said, hence the name of this live, not one monkey, not one funky, or not one junkie, go and get his pressure up. He on the show, what you gonna do? And every live that Funky go on, Funky keeps saying, I got smoke with Claudia. I ain't thinking about Flame. Funky. I'm clear that you're not thinking about Flame, but Flame is absolutely thinking about you. And I don't think Claudia is thinking about you, but you're absolutely thinking about Claudia. So if you're going to use the whole you're not thinking about Flame so y'all don't have beef, then why can't you use the whole Claudia is not thinking about you and y'all don't have beef? You can't have beef with Claudia, but avoid smoke with Flame. You and Flame is both men. So it led folks to believe, and I believe as well, I understand that Funky likes to go at it with the ladies. I got that. But that's not fair because then we have to get back on a what? Protect Black women analogy. We have to go back to the protect Black women. Because at this point, once again, another black woman is feeling, and Claudia is biracial, but she is black as well, attacked. And you don't have that same smoke or energy for a man who actually wants that smoke with you. Funky, I like you. I think you're the Beyonce of this whole gossip space that we live in on YouTube. You got it. But to back down from a situation with somebody who actually could go to toe with you to want smoke with somebody who physically can't, that don't look good for you, brother. That don't look good for you. And I like you, Funky. You my boy, but that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. And it's not fair. It's not fair to Claudia. It's not fair to Claudia. It's not fair because if Claudia is doing anything malicious and anything wrong, got it. We're not saying she's not, but so is Flame. So if you go and want smoke with Claudia, you gotta want that same smoke for Flame. And I can understand you saying, well, the reason why I got more smoke for Claudia because she is my friend. I got that. I got all of that. You could be upset with Claudia, but the moment you realize that somebody was upset with you, then you needed to redirect that same energy. And it can't be, oh, it's not about that, and this ain't about nothing. Because if that's the case, what it's about with Claudia? The fact that y'all was friends and she did something you didn't like, shit happens. Or is it about another woman in your life that you feel disrespected and disregarded you, and because you have deep-seated issues with women that does that, starting with your mom, you want to take it to the next level with this woman? So I want to hear some feedback. I want to hear some feedback about all the topics I discussed. I want to hear some feedback about all the topics that I discussed. So we going to have to take it to the next level. I'm going to have to drop the link. People are texting me saying, drop them the link when I'm ready for them to go live. So let me drop the link. Let me drop the link because I want folks to be able to come up. So what I see the issue is, I mean, not the issue. What I see you do here is you click on the link that I'm about to drop, y'all. Click on the link that I'm about to drop. And when I drop it, you can go into StreamYard and see what's going on. And let's get to rocking and rolling. The link has been dropped. The link has been dropped. I dropped the link. Let me drop it again. Let me drop it again because I want you guys to come on in so we can have some discussion about all of the stuff that I talked about. We could talk about Zonnique and her people. Let me see. How do I see who's in the waiting room and the Boom Bop PM and the Boom Bop PM? Because I want to see people. Let me go to... It'll tell me, I guess, when you guys are in my waiting room. Let me go to... Where am I? How did I leave? Oh, everybody's telling me, let go. Send me the link. Send me the link. No, okay, let's go to here. Send me the link. Send me the link. Send me the link. Send me the link. No, I want to add star to the add to stay. Oh,
we live.
Hey,
Hey,
yes,
friend.
here. Hey, Bookie.
How
Hey,
are you? Girl, let me tell you, just let's start off by saying you look good up here.
thank
Okay?
you.
You look good up here. You look good up here. Okay?
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, girl.
Yes.
I'm burning up in here. The wind is blowing, but I'm still hot. So we're getting my doggone nerves. But everybody said we need to talk about the topics. I'm like, okay, well, let
Can't
me get.
nobody tell, girl. You ain't busting a sweat, girl.
And I'm so happy to see you made it up because sometimes people was like, oh, it's so hard. So let me continue to drop the link. I have to also share it with folks and let them know. They're like, Deidre, let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready. I'm like, come on now, y'all aggravating me. But I get it. I get it. Folks are like, listen, girl, you talking down to the ground. I'm ready to roll. So tell me, what do you
Okay.
about?
So I did see Nicole put up there that she haven't watched TV in years. That will be me. I'm
Oh,
one of those people. So
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of my info I get off of Instagram. You know how they drop their little snippets real quick? That's how
yeah.
you find, yeah, that's how I find out a lot of my stuff.
Mm.
So as far as the Zeus network, um I know the names of shows, but I can't tell you who all of the people are up there on the show, you know? And like for Joseline's Cabaret, it's funny to me. I'm just shocked that they even let this girl get a fucking show.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
But
yes.
let me tell you something. The power in just believing in yourself, and because
Amen.
Jocelyn always says she was the Puerto Rican princess, she's the this, she's the that. Everything she says she is, she's actually put some work into, whether it was rapping, being on TV. So I give her that. But other than that,
Well, let me give you a little bit of what I saw on there, right? You know,
mhm.
it's so sad because it's a lot of being rewarded for bad behavior. You
Yeah.
know, and that's what makes you look at it like I love you, love you, love you, love you so much, Joseline. But that's why I didn't want to
Wait,
watch
wait, wait, wait. Pause. You call Joseline?
Joseline, Joseline, Joseline. That's my girl Joseline. And I loved you from the hip-hop, but once again, I loved you because you were a menace. Like you were a nut. Like you're crazy.
That is true.
Girl, I love you, but you can't do that. That's not nice. But
Right.
then it's like, girl, I could do what the F I want because listen, this is what it is, and it's what y'all gonna take. And I'm like, and again, people are getting paid a lot of freaking money to endure this. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Who am I to say you can't do it? What I will tell you is, girl, I swear I tried to stay away from it, right? Constantly promoting it on every time I was watching the baddie shows. And I always tell people, I said, listen, really and truly, I wouldn't give a damn about none of this stuff. The only reason why I check into it is because a lot of this stuff is regarding young people, and I work with young people every day. So I need to know if you saying some code around me that's gonna make you karate chop me in my back that I don't know because I don't watch the show.
Right. Right.
I need to be on point. So now here I am watching the show, and I'm like, oh, look, and they kept promoting as you watch. Oh, baddies is coming, baddies is coming. I mean, Johnson's Cabaret is coming up, and then the promo. I'm not gonna lie, Zeus must pay like they must put like they have a $1 million budget for marketing because the way they promote it, you like I might want to
Oh, I
check
want to
this.
see this. Right. Right.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? Let me give this a try. So I gave it a try, and when I tell you, girl, you think you are crying at her on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I was screaming because I'm like, Jocelyn, are you fucking crazy? Like, you have to be not. You cannot do this. But
Yeah.
again, I pay all this money to do it. So what you want me to do? You know, and she is getting paid a shitload of money. That's why I was so shocked to hear, like, oh, she's not gonna be on Zeus no more. I know she was over there saying she made a ton of money with them, so that shocked me. But
Yeah.
like you said, Natalie has an abundance of shows. Like she does the Bad Boys, she does a lot of their shows. She gets
Hmm.
with that, so they value her more than Jocelyn.
Oh,
So it's
oh, is
like
that the Natalie Nunn girl?
yes,
Okay. Yeah, because
yeah,
I now see that's why I said some of them, because of Instagram, you see so much of like little incidents that not let me not say little because they're not little. You'll see the
mhm.
incidents that go on with them. They promote it. So it's like, oh, okay. And then I know there was a line that Nikki said in a rap about her. Right. So then that's like, okay, so that's why I know her by name, but I probably couldn't really pick her out in the lineup because I don't see her that much. You get what
Yes,
I'm saying?
it is long and
Yeah.
stupid.
But okay, so but I agree with you as far as Jocelyn, them giving Jocelyn a show, because I'm just saying to myself, like, Jocelyn was crazy on Love and Hip Hop. Okay. She was
Dior,
wild. She was wild. Like always wanting to fight. I mean, starting the fights, and she didn't give a shit about putting in her 2 cents about somebody else's business because she felt like I'm literally like I'm the baddest bitch. Like, who gonna check me? You get what
you
I'm
got
saying?
even worse on the cabaret. It's worse. You know why
Oh wow.
it's a little cringy because that's why I'm not gonna lie. I was happy she wasn't there all the time, but it was
Hmm.
because it was like you know, it's a little bit more abusive on a cabaret because you got full rank.
Right.
Right. So, like you said, not only is she saying on the baddest, but she really feel it because this is my show, bitches. So
Hmm.
I was like, that's why I was happy she wasn't there all the time. And
Yeah.
you will see them in a cabaret and the things they got going on. And girl, when I tell you, I fell out at the drama they had alone. Like case in point, it was two girls there, and they were like a couple that we used to date, and I was like, who the heck is this? Like, but they had their own issues. They had their own issues, and they came and it was like, okay, well, now remember me from so and so. We got smoke from back then, and they was, going through the motions of, oh, I'm here and I ain't with you no more. It was you just more so the girls. She dropped in every now and again, but she wasn't there all the time, right?
Okay.
So wait a minute. So you don't watch Married to Medicine or any of that?
No.
So what?
Okay. Okay, so I am a frequent Instagrammer, right? And
Mhm.
I'm the person that I haven't shared any of my reels with you because I ain't want to be like, listen, Star, if you send me one more of these goddamn reels, I'm gonna kill you. But I'm that person. Like, I watch something funny and I would share it with you because I want you to get the laugh too. That's the most you're gonna get out of me.
Yeah.
And I check in on the people that I care about, see what's going on in your life, and then I'm off that. So if I'm in the house, it's music. Like the screen is on, but it's, you see right now it's quiet in my house, right?
Yes.
Like the TV is on, but it's on mute. I- so basically you ain't really watching it, so you don't really know what the hell is happening, right? So if I really, really want to see something on TV, like I said, if I've seen um something pop up on Instagram saying like, let's just talk about one of our favorite shows, like Grey's Anatomy is coming back with another season, right? It may pop up as an ad on Instagram. I done marked that on the calendar and I'm just waiting for that to come.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
watching it. Right. Then it will get to the point where I will not watch it for weeks so I could binge watch 4 shows on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's me. And
Let
the
me.
reason why and if it's not, like I said, if it's not like a in a background thing, most of the time the screen is black. And then I got book club, right?
Yes.
So a lot of times I need to be doing that. I need to be reading this book so that I don't get behind. You see? So it'd be stuff like that. But no, I don't. If it's not something that I plan to watch, then no. I have no clue. Now, the Funky Dineva guy, I saw that on Instagram too, and that really hurt my heart how he attacked Chloe. Because I like him like you. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm also like, I'm all girl power. We don't gotta be super besties, but I hate to see a man like really attack a woman in such a way that he did. It turned me off a lot because as a female and as someone's sister, I'm going to defend my sister.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So what she did was natural. And even in her defense of her sister, it wasn't aggressive to other people. It was just letting people know, like, don't do that to my sister.
Yeah.
Then you come up there and attack her for defending her sister. No. Mm-mm.
And you took it so personal as if she was speaking directly to
Directly
you.
to you.
That's
Right.
what made me upset. But you know what's crazy, Star, is that if you watch him, like again, y'all, Pookie could tell you I'm not lying. When I used to leave here in the mornings during the pandemic to go walk to the Brooklyn Bridge, that took about like 3 hours, right? In the time that took, I would be listening to him and all of his videos. And I mean, he's no stranger to that behavior. He's no stranger to that behavior. Like he would definitely, he would definitely, do what he needs to do. Like he would get with the ladies and say things, and again, most times he's reviewing shows, so he can kind of disguise it as comical, but
Mm-hmm.
it always just comes across so nasty, and you like, wow, that wasn't nice. Like
Right.
why?
Like you going too far with it. Right.
Yes.
Like yeah, you go too far. And I don't tune in I haven't tuned in as much as you have, but I knew of him. So when I saw him, I was instantly like intrigued. Like, okay, let me hear what Funky Dineva got to say. Like I knew him enough to know who he was without even seeing his name. Like, oh, I remember him. And then I'm like, and I like Chloe. That's my fellow Cancerian sister. So,
Yes.
you know, and so when I heard him talking, I was just like, ew, because she don't even, regardless to all of that, she doesn't even give that energy to
Mm-hmm.
other people for you to give that to her. So it was just
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't like that. And I agree with you with how you said, like, don't skip over the fact that Flame is attacking you.
Ooh,
And you
ooh,
keep going over here to Claudia. I mean, Claudia, don't do that. Don't
ooh.
do that. You
Yes.
understand? Because
Yes.
when I tell you, Flame is another one. Like,
Ooh.
and be ready.
We'll
Be
get with
ready. And for you to have all of that mouth against women, and then you keep trying to just like brush over the fact that this man is coming for you and you only, honey. He ain't
Mm-hmm.
including nobody else. And you just like, I don't got beef with him. You sound like a pussy to me.
And we'll get with you. Claim what he'll tell you in a minute. Listen, I am a man at heart. So you can
Right.
take things if you want to. That's who I am at heart. So that's gonna come out and you're gonna see. Like it's not a game. It's not
Right.
a game. So that's like you said, it was like, come on, that's not cool. But it
Yeah.
happened. It
Yeah.
definitely yeah. Let me ask. What did you I saw you saying about Zonnique and the baby father and all
Oh,
of that.
okay. This, I don't know how this may come out, but I'm just going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
It really like grinds my gears to see insecure women, insecure Black women. I'm gonna stand on that. Okay. Like it bothers me. It bothers me. Now I know growing up, it's natural to feel those insecurities as a youngin because you're growing into life,
Mm.
right? So you go through some things. You deal with the challenges of um getting to know who you're growing into being, like you're growing into womanhood. You are a mother. And then when you become a mother, that is like another level of, okay, I need to step the fuck up.
Yes.
And then I do not like to see women just like to allow a man to basically kind of like tell you who you are. And I'm saying tell you who you are in a sense where he was able to play in your face so much so that he was embarrassing you.
Mm.
So he was letting the world know that you are timid, you are passive. I walk over her, I do whatever the hell I want. What? And just like you tapped in and say, like, Tiny,
Where the fuck
girl,
are you?
what you doing?
Where the
What
fuck are
you, what
you?
you doing? Because listen here, I have one daughter. One. Okay. And when my daughter go through shit with her friends, girl, we'll sit on these staircases right here in my house and we'll have a whole powwow, right? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
the mother like this. And I mean, it could be wrong or right. But your little homegirl, she could be my little homegirl too. The moment my daughter not feeling you, I'm not fucking feeling you. You understand?
Yes.
And I'm the mother who also, like, if it get too real, I'm calling him. Give me her number. I'm
Yep.
calling her mother.
Yes.
Miss so and so. I know, I mean, I'm hoping you know because I know what's going on and I don't like it. And your
Yeah,
daughter can't come over here no more.
I know that's right.
Like I'm up there like that. So I already know my daughter could be 21, 22, 23. Let her call this phone or let her be on a live. Just like you say how Miss Penny would be like, step away from that screen real quick, Khadijah.
No,
That's
that
gonna
shit.
be that's gonna be me. Skylar, I think you need to put that live the fuck on mute. I need to talk to you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me show up to your house. Cause I'm a pop-up person.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like that was crazy. That was crazy. And he was out of line. And then you're speaking up for him. No, you need to be speaking up for me for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like you deserve more than that. Don't come and then don't come on live and then don't have no tact. Because even if you don't really like say he's not interested in being married, because that could be a thing. Everybody don't believe in marriage or
Mm-hmm.
being married. It's the tact in it. It was how you said it. You said it so undeserving. You get what I'm saying? And she just like,
You basically.
you get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And my thing is, it just show insecurity because you could never. That live would have got so ugly real quick. Like, nigga, who the fuck? This
I
would
know.
have went left. I would have done had to type in a whole new fucking description about
Yeah.
the live. That's how left it would have went.
You ain't lying. You
You
ain't
know what
lying.
I'm saying? Like that was crazy. And then, like you said, like Tiny, listen, period. Once a mother, you always a mother. Miss Penny not gonna stop being your mother because you 41.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no. Doris ain't gonna stop being my mother because I'm 40. No, she gonna be like, what? What you doing? Tiny, you ain't saying nothing. You ain't even going. And Zonnique defends her mother to the T about everything. Why you
T
didn't make a video defending your daughter?
to the T
You
to the
understand?
T.
You ain't even come back to say nothing. Like you just like it was like whatever. Like you and Tip over there. Doing whatever.
And you know what's crazy? I saw after this, which pissed me off even more. They must have had like a candle lighting or something for the brother that passed away. And you see Tiny up there commenting like, we love y'all and y'all family.
Mm.
Bitch, you girl, I'm looking at Tiny.
Get it together, Quaker old lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go down, you go down. You go down. You are
No.
going to hell.
I'm sick of them. I am sick of them. And they got so much stuff going on in their life. And you get that. People go through shit. But this is real life now. Niggas go live, they record you, they post you, all your shit is out there. You need to be on your P's and Q's. Or even if you being your most authentic self, have some goddamn tact. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Something.
Are you moving at this pace because that's not Tiny daughter? Like, I mean, not Tip daughter. Like, I didn't like it.
Yeah. It's like we just forgetting about her, and she's like you said, she's very humbling and soft spoken, but which is more reason why you should have went up there to support her and stand on it. Because even her cute little comeback about I'm really into girl, whatever. I didn't. When I saw it, I was just like, "Girl, we do not believe you. You need more people.
You need more people.
You need more people for me.
What we need?
You need more people for me." Because it was like, huh? I saw it and I literally was like, "What?" Okay, scroll.
Right.
I ain't even like it. I just scroll.
And it's like woman to woman, like, come on, this ain't cool. So I will say this, right? I'm not knocking none of y'all non-TV watchers because I'm being honest with you. From what I heard, that's the trait of millionaires. I heard millionaires don't watch TV.
Ooh, come on now.
Exactly what I heard.
I receive it.
That don't watch no TV because they said that is one of the traits of millionaires. Right. What I will say is TV is going to make me a millionaire because
speak it. Listen, everybody got a path. You understand? Everybody got a path. And if you are able to give the people what they need in your form, that makes you a millionaire too.
Yes. Come on. And
come on. It's a space for it all. Because I'm not getting it on TV, but I still get a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? I still get a little bit of it, and sometimes it be sometimes it be hard to avoid a lot of the stuff, because it kind of seemed like it's current event. You know what I mean? So we all indulge in the way that we do. But we just can't let it consume us personally.
Yes. When it becomes much, yes. And I'm not gonna lie, that's why a lot of times I used to take social media breaks and go on social media fast because it's like I'm getting in my psyche and I don't need that. Right. I learned and praise God, for being able to understand that. Khadijah, listen, boo, you need to find balance. This is not that's one part of your life that you do for entertainment, but this other part is real life. And I was telling my boyfriend, I said it's no more social media or breaks or fast for me, only because that's my business. Now it's business.
Right. And shout out to Pookie. Listen, every couple of minutes he was dropping in, like, share, subscribe. I said yes.
Bentleys. Hello, Beamer Benz Stop. We are over here working on Beamer Benz and Bentleys. Come on now.
Come on. I say yes, Pookie, for the drop-ins. Yes. Okay, he gave some commentary too, but he was very consistent with that like, share, and subscribe. I said, I like it. I want to see it.
About sharing with him, like, this is the year we go the fuck up. And
let's go.
His dream and his goal to go up, right? And I feel like mine wasn't so much cemented. Of course, I have my job that I love dearly. I would never take away from. I love working with my young people, but I needed another plan to go up, because again, having a conversation with him, it makes you get on your P's and Q's, because he's like, oh no, that's just my first 5 sets of income. I'm thinking about my next 8. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you need.
Come on. They listen. It has been said by the wealthy, by the rich, by the millionaires, the billionaires, multiple streams.
Yes.
And be in a relationship with someone who you constantly talk about those things with, that's where it's at.
Amen.
That's where it's at. You understand? It's like me. It sounds like me and Jay. There's not a moment in a day where we are not talking about some other form of investment. Some
Mm-hmm.
you got to be ahead of yourself. God damn it.
And then praise God, because like I said, coming up, that just wasn't the conversations in my household. I love my
Same.
family to death, but that's just not what it was. So being introduced to, because like I said, had I not been in this relationship, I would have been like, oh no, I got a job, so I'm good.
Right. We
All right.
good. Right.
All right, because you have a small copay at the doctor, you think you good? No, baby. No, you're not good, Bookie. You're not good. You're not good. You're here. Hi. So
Right.
the fucking world. Like you're just
Right.
here existing. Baby, we want to live. And when I thought about it, I was like, I tell everybody, and it's crazy that you're the only person here, Star, because everybody and they freaking mama asked me about going live. But this is how it normally starts. I always tell people two things: don't show up when I blow up. And secondly, the today's price is not yesterday's price.
Come on, talk about it.
Right?
Talk about it.
People realize that you ain't here now. Don't show up, baby. But
Come
anyway,
on.
to him, I'm like, it would be different if I got in front of the camera and felt nervous, or I got in front of the camera and felt apprehensive. It's to a point. I remember one time he was like, girl, I'm starting to think you crazy because you could really sit in front of that computer and talk like somebody's talking back to you. And I'm like, how comfortable I feel with this shit. And when I watch all the other people that do this shit, the millions and millions they make and the hundreds and thousands they make off of just being who they are, and this is genuinely who I am. Oh no, bitch, we go up.
We go up. We go all the way up.
So I said, this year is the year. So, normally looking at what's happening right now, right? You're the only person here live with me. It's only 5 people viewing. The old me would have got off and been like, I ain't doing this shit no more, because no, we going live next week.
We going live next week too.
So
that's right.
Thousands of people waiting to get in the motherfucker.
Yes. But this is how it starts. It's always the build up. Because this, like you said, this is normal to you. This is normal to you. Like Khadijah, like it's very natural. It is very natural. Is no denying. But this right here is going to give the other people a chance to see you. Like this first live is like your 100th live, because that's how real it is. That's how professional it is. Amen. So it's going to be other people that's going to show up to be like, shit, I've been missing her since 2024. God damn. Like, oh, she been doing this. Now they checking in on you. Now they want to see how you was doing even before this live.
Amen.
You understand? So you right where you're supposed to be. And it's nothing for you to even concern yourself with. But what you're doing right now, that's it. Your concern is saying the time you're going to be there and showing up. The people are coming. The people are already there. They just waiting for their day and that next live.
Yes.
That's it.
So like you said, again, always a pleasure, Star Bella. Like we talked about, again, at the top, when we're hugging and joking and laughing, and all of the minions are down below wondering about our transition to get here together.
Don't
even matter.
It doesn't.
It's happening. So like I said, and I shared this with you privately, and then I shared it on social media, but let me just also say it again for my audience, because like you said, there'll be millions and millions to come back and watch this. Let me also share how proud of you, and not only proud, how inspired I am by you with that discipline to be able to accomplish one of your goals. And that's just one of many.
Yes, thank you.
Many. So I'm so happy for you. I cannot wait to have more dialogue and conversation about this, because it's so relatable.
Yes.
Like I told you, Pookie, the journey, Pookie. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, listen, like we stuck with each other, Khadijah. Like ain't no mistake and ain't no coincidence, baby. Okay, so we're gonna see each other from this day on, and I'm coming back to check your other lives. And okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna try to tap into one of these Zeuses. I don't know which one yet.
Oh, listen, let me
try.
Don't even if you don't, because this is what I'm gonna also transition into too. These lives are going to, and I mean sooner than later, they're gonna transition out of talking about hot topics, right?
Okay.
For the audience to build, because what I want to do with these lives, especially with people being able to interact this way, is I want to talk about real shit. That's TV,
right?
That's TV. I can talk about that anytime on any one of my videos. If I have the people here, I want to discuss the real ish,
Yeah.
because there's going to be people here that you and I are 10 and 12 years their senior, and then there are going to be people here that you and I were 10 and 12 years their junior. So
Mm-hmm.
things we need to give. And if the platform is here, let's roll with it.
Let's roll. Yeah,
You know, so it's
absolutely.
not going to always be about the hot topics. It's just for now to kind of draw people in and we having fun. But sooner than later, we're going to transition into more serious things. Like case in point, I wanted more people to show up so we can talk about infertility. You know, so we can talk about, you know, women being abandoned and feeling disrespected by Black men being a woman because I've never felt protected. You know, I'm not familiar with
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to hear more feedback from a person who, or even having a conversation of women who have poor relationships with their mom, you know, and
Yes.
space for them to be able to have the discussion here and get feedback from other women. So no, this is going to transition into something. So don't worry about watching the Zeus shows, because I think you have a wealth of knowledge and intelligence, and you're so intellectual. You're going to bring something to the conversation no matter what. It don't have to be about Zeus. I'd rather
Right.
not, and it be about who you are and being able to
Absolutely.
for another woman. You know,
Okay.
so
Come
don't
on
worry
now. We standing on business, sis. We standing on business.
about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our live for tonight. Star,
Yes.
you
I
are.
love you, DJ, and I will see you
I'm going
again
to
soon.
let me know. I'm going to share some of this. You let me know if you say, "Bitch, I didn't want you to tell all that, share all that," or if you don't mind.
Girl,
But I'm
please be my guest. Be my guest.
going
Please
to be
do.
able to go live and
Yes.
have more this dialogue. You know, again, it's needed. But love you, love you, love you.
I love you too. Have a
Tell
great
me,
night.
thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
I'll send you the link when we go again. And Dear DJ is dropping all this week, so stay tuned.
Yes, I got you. All
All
right.
this, I'm
All
dropping
this week.
this.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
Lord,
I'm gonna be ready.
keep
Yes.
me in prayer.
Yes, I will.
All right, my girl. I see you soon. Love
Yes.
you, y'all.
Love you too. Good night.
Good night. All right, all right, all right. That was so nice, right? That was so nice for Star to come on in. I love to have real talk. We normally, what's going on my way? We normally have those type of conversations anyway via text, via WhatsApp, but it was nice to have them live. Like, right? That felt good. So before I go, I got one surprise for y'all. I dropped literally, I dropped 4 Dear DJ snippets for you guys that's coming this week. I want to drop the 5th because Dear DJ is dropping tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I need y'all to be ready. So I want to read to y'all the last letter so you guys can know what to expect moving forward, because we are not playing with Dear DJ. We are literally dropping back to back to back to back to back to back to back, so y'all can know what's up. So tomorrow, a Dear DJ is gonna drop 7 p.m. So, I got the hiccups. A Dear DJ is gonna drop 7 p.m. tomorrow, and then moving forward, every day after that, a Dear DJ is gonna drop 7 a.m. Because I realize that folks actually share with me, they like to hear it during the course of the day or in their commute. Because when I put it in the evenings, they like, DJ, I was trying to get ready to watch my 8 o'clock shows. I ain't have time to listen to Dear DJ. So I'm gonna continue to put out them in the morning, but tomorrow's Dear DJ is going to drop. That's the only one is going to drop in the evening. And we're dropping Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So let me give you the final and 5th, because I dropped all 4 for you guys the other day. So let me give you the final Dear DJ. Dear DJ, after 5 years of being unemployed and drowning in sorrow and bills, I finally landed my dream job with an ideal salary and benefits out there. I'm happy. I've been here for 3 months, and my immediate supervisor, who I absolutely adored, just shared she's resigning and relocating to Florida. It's bittersweet, but I get it. For a month, my department went unsupervised, which is when I decided to step up and show my supervisory skills in an effort to hopefully slide into the supervisor position. Well, Monday, the department's director called a meeting to introduce our department's new supervisor. Unfortunately, they didn't choose me for the position, which I was disappointed about, but I knew it was a little premature in my thinking because I had not been there that long. What I did not anticipate was my new supervisor, who was transferred from another site, being the same bit me and my cousins fought day in and day out when we were younger, to the point their family had to move because my family was determined to for lack of a better term, get them in line. She gasped when she saw me. I gagged when I saw her. The meeting went well. The following day, she started scheduling one on one meetings with the staff. About 10 minutes into our meeting, I shared with her she looked familiar and proceeded to tell her how I knew her. Do you know this woman pretended not only to not know me, but also not remember living in my neighborhood or any of the many fights we had? I knew this bit was lying, but I said to myself, okay, if this bitch want a clean slate, then that's what I'll give her. So in my mind, we're complete strangers working together. Cool. When I notice what I noticed is this bitch is nitpicking, watching my time, my attire, my work style, my work relationships, etc., and commenting on everything. Now, I don't want to believe this bitch is picking on me, but that's how I'm starting to feel. I don't want to start retaliating and lose my job, but I don't feel comfortable working under someone who has a personal vendetta against me and using it against me professionally. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Send help. Signed, you're not a boss, you're a bully. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Okay. 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 So listen. If you missed my other four Dear Deja readings for the pre-readings for my letters, I dropped them all on my IG. I'll probably drop this one as well, but they're dropping. Tomorrow one is dropping at 7 p.m. Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. and 7 a.m. moving forward Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We are not playing content is dropping every motherfucking week. Also, we will revisit this live on StreamYard where folks will be able to call up. We'll talk about topics. Really and truly, I want to do this every week, but I want to see how the topics flow out. So I'll let you guys know by Friday if we're going to go live again here on StreamYard on Sunday. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love, love, love you guys. Thank you for supporting. And listen, like I said, yesterday's price will not be today's price. And do not show up when I blow up. Happy Sunday.